papers in the mail.
What mail?
Where is it? Well, there's enough of them. The cocktail waiter's just made another immoral suggestion to me, and it's only 9:30.
Did you say no?
I said not necessarily.
Yeah, when you think about it, an awful lot of English girls must have their first sexual experience courtesy of a Spanish waiter.
And quite a lot of other English women, they're last.
These are from the boys. This is George's one. My dearest Annie, I think of you constantly, but trust you're having a well-earned break and that you and Daff are having a nice time. Brackets, but not with those Spanish waiters. I hope that the weather is nice, but that your perfect English rose complexion isn't peeling.
Oh.
I'm very busy doing things around the house and cleaning up after Stan. I haven't seen much of him, being as he spends all day in bed and at night is down the pub or the dogs or God knows getting up to what mischief.
Typical.
Take care of yourself, my darling. Your ever-loving George.
That's a nice letter, your George.
Yeah, let's have Stan's version. See this one. Beloved. The days and nights drag long without you.
Oh, God.
I cannot get to sleep thinking about you. Or maybe it is the noise of George and his cronies playing poker downstairs till dawn. Dear me, what a mess he is making of our lovely home. I spend the days looking for work, but what chance has a man got in these days of unemployment? George spends a lot of time at the pictures since he took up with an usherette from Hammersmith Odeon. That's charming. He seems well enough, though he's drinking harder than ever. That's my George. Love to Daff. I'll count the hours till your return. Ever, Stan.
Which one do you believe?
Neither.
Do you trust them?
No, but I don't care as long as I don't hear about it. I'm enjoying the break from them two.
I don't know how you do it, Annie. Two men vying for your affections like that.
Well, they're not exactly Robert Redford and Paul Newman.
There's the grey-haired man who rubbed oil on your back in the swimming pool, and the German who does handstands on the beach. That's all for your benefit, you know.
I know, he'll do himself an injury.
You've certainly got something, girl.
Well, I won't have it much longer living with them two.
Sooner or later, you're going to have to decide between them.
I know. And I'm using this week to sort things out, to clear my mind.
Who's favourite?
Right this minute, I should think that German gymnast.
You are a car.
Oh, it's up, is it?
I've been up ages.
Yeah, since the crack of noon.
I've been down at the chemist to get some throat lozenges.
Yeah? And where was you till 4 this morning, eh?
I was round at Norman's playing brag.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
You've been with some bird.
I've been playing brag. Where do you think I got all that change?
You've probably done the poor girl's gas meter.
Come on, George. Now, you think with Annie away, we could get back to being what we once was, best mates. But all this writing to Annie behind each other's back, all this hostility and suspicion.
I'm not aware of any suspicion. Here! You've had one of my eggs, haven't you? There was 6 here this morning, a full carton. Now there's only 5. You've had one of my eggs, haven't you?
I'll pay it back.
If you've had my calf's liver, you have, haven't you? You have. You've had my calf. Oh, look, 7 bob that cost me, that bit of... Oh.
Thank you.
That's my meal for the night, that is. While you're out gallivanting.
It's like Russia, this household. If we had a phone, I bet you'd bug it. Well, just goes to show, doesn't it? I mean, you think you know people, but... Yeah, well, it's life. Well, I'll get out and replace the egg before the shop shut.
Don't be daft. Tomorrow will do.
Why don't we have a truce or something? I mean, it'd make life a bit simpler, wouldn't it? We could come and go as we please, we could see who we like, and you wouldn't have to lock your bacon in the medicine cupboard.
I did.
Well, you locked something in there, that's why I had to go down to the chemist. I couldn't get any throat lozenges. Now, why don't we have an armistice? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
And we won't mind each other's business, we won't wonder what the other one's up to.
All right.
Shake?
Shake. And as a token of my good faith, I can now reveal that the bacon is in Andy's needlework basket. Right, Dan?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot to tell you, who should I bump into this afternoon but Yvonne Sugden? Yeah, she's Back from Malta. You remember Yvonne? Yeah. She looks very brown. So we got chatting, you know. Well, you have to with an old friend, don't you? And I was really looking forward to an evening in tonight, you know, in front of the box. But you can't, can you, with an old friend? I mean, being polite, wouldn't it, not to ask her out? She asked after you. She said, how's George? Anyway, you'll see her in a minute. She'll be round soon to pick me up, like.
Oh, I almost forgot to tell ya. What's your game? What is your game?
George, I couldn't afford bumping into her.
Ah, a few people can, the size of her knockers.
I didn't even know she was in England. Well, the last I heard, she was happily ensconced in Malta with that deck chair attendant.
What happened there, then?
I suppose she stacked him in.
We won't mind each other's business. We won't wonder what the other one's up to. Up your armistice, are we? The truce is over and the bacon goes back in hiding.
George, look, I wouldn't do anything with that Yvonne to jeopardise my relationship with Annie.
What? Leave off, Stan. You've always had precious little regard for fidelity. You can't help it, it's in your blood, son. Your father was Fulham's most famous philanderer. I hate to think of how many half-brothers you've got dotted about the borough. Actually, one day you ought to have a reunion. Take the Albert Hall.
Hey, George, now, don't be awkward, eh?
And you better go and let your friend in.
Hello, George. How are you?
Hello, Yvonne. Very well, thanks. You're looking fit. Nice to be back, is it? Meet up with old friends again?
In some ways, of course. Mind you, we do feel the cold.
We?
My friend Brenda, what I came back with.
That the girl in the car?
Yeah. She's ever so nice, George. You'd like her.
Oh, yeah, why don't you come along, George? Make up a foursome.
No, thank you very much. My evening's playing. Slippers, telly, and then I'm going to write a long letter to Annie with all the latest news.
No, George, you come along, do you good. Get yourself out of yourself.
Oh, I'm perfectly content, thank you very much. And what do I do with my writing paper?
Oh, Brenda, love, this is George. George, this is my friend Brenda.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
We wanted George to make up a foursome, but he says he's staying in.
Oh, what a shame.
We were going to have a meal.
I've got my liver.
What a shame.
Where to go off, see?
Oh, sure you won't change your mind? Oh, well, guess I'll have to play Blackberry then.
All right, just let me take me penny off and I'll be with you. Hang on.
Morning, George.
Morning, Stan. Come on, hurry up. We ought to be off to the airport.
I was going to make some bacon and eggs, only I couldn't find the bacon.
Someone's got to sit on that. And don't put that there.
Have I got time to eat?
You shift yourself and wash up after you.
No, I don't like rush meals. They give me indigestion.
What do you mean? You always rush your food. You eat far too quickly and far too noisily.
I am not a noisy eater.
Leave off, your table manners are disgusting.
There's nothing wrong with my manners. I've always had very good manners.
Oh, yeah. You're a graduate of the Charlie George School of Charm and Deportment.
You don't fool me, you know, Dobbsy. I know why you're in an evil mood. Guilt, innit?
Guilt? I've got no guilt. I spent last night on that young lady's sofa. on account of missing the last bus home.
Yeah, I know when you've had a bit of naughty, your hair goes curly.
You're the one with the guilt. You're the one that can't look me straight in the eye. It's you that's suffering from post-coital remorse.
Suffering from what?
Remorse for what you did with Yvonne Sugden.
What, and you slept on the sofa, did you?
Yes, I did, so I've got this stiff neck.
You expect me to believe that? What, with a wild thing like that little Brenda? I suppose you had a cup of cocoa and a digestive biscuit. You telling me? What? With a girl like that who earns her living dancing topless in a gilded cage in an alley off Carnaby Street?
No, listen. Girl like that, she just expresses herself at work, doesn't she? Off duty, she's more demure. She'd rather curl up with a good book.
Only last night she curled up with a bad crook.
Don't try and be funny, Stan. You're not a funny man. And my mood is not one of guilt, it's anxiety.
Anxiety?
About Annie's homecoming.
What about it?
Well, it struck me, my son. Annie ain't going to go away on holiday that far away from us and not reassess the situation. I mean, this is the first chance she've had to get out. See things in perspective.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, I never thought about that. No, you never do think you don't. She will be giving a lot of thought to you and I.
Yeah. I wish I'd redecorated her bedroom.
Oh, leave off. A few rolls of wallpaper ain't going to make no difference. When she gets off that plane, mate, she'll have already made up her mind.
Well, you really think so?
I know so. When she gets into Gatwick, one of us is going to get the big E.
Ah.
So the events of last night, Yvonne Sugden or anyone else have got no relevance whatsoever. One of us is out.
Well, in that case, you might as well have that armistice. I mean, at least till one of us moves out. Right?
Until we know the verdict.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Shake.
Shake.
Where's the bacon, then?
No, she's not ill. She's fine. She's just staying on for a few days.
Yeah, but why?
Oh, look, love. When we was away, she said to me... Well, she was obviously thinking about the three of you.
I told you, didn't I?
Being away, like, and...
And seeing things in perspective. Is that the word?
Yes.
Yes, Dan, quite. She was determined to make a decision. You know, sort things out one way or the other before she come back.
Oh, I see. So she's staying on a few more days because she ain't come up with a solution yet.
Oh, no, she's found the solution.
What?
He's called Desmond.
Desmond!
He's very nice. Bit old, but very distinguished. Grey hair at the temples.
Grey hair at the temples? He'll be grey all over by the time I'm finished with him. Who the bleak hell's Desmond?
I'm telling you, she's staying at his villa. It's very lovely.
You mean she's deceived us? Gone off with some grey-haired punch called Desmond?
Now, Annie's had a very hard time recently and a bad patch over the last few years. So when someone comes along who's considerate and charming, and he's got lovely manners...
Well, I'm considerate and charming. I've got lovely manners.
So have I. So have I. We both have. She's got enough to choose from here. What's she want to complicate matters with a third party for?
Well, George, this isn't easy for me, but I am Annie's friend and I can see her point of view.
Point of view?
Suddenly, there she is being pampered by a distinguished man. Real thoroughbred he is, in a house with tiled floors in Spain. Well, that's got to be a bit more glamorous compared to two out-of-work villains in a house with peeling wallpaper in a wet full of November.
I was going to redecorate.
How could she do this to me?
Well, how could she do this to me?
Look, it's not so bad for you. This is only the first time she's left you. It's the second for me. First you, now this Desmond geezer. Mind, he's got to be an improvement on you. Well, that's what she's reacting against, of course, you. You with your lack of moral fibre and your idleness and your disgusting table manners and your phosphorus feet.
I thought we had an armistice. You ain't never heard me slagging you off. No, I kept my feelings to myself owing to the delicate nature of our situation. But the time has come to tell you a few home truths, George Arthur-Dobbs, about your meanness and selfishness. Only kicks a bacon in the needlework basket. You know, he's so mean, if he found a sticking plaster, he'd cut himself. You eat noisier than me, and you never clean your shoes, and you use a sink when you can't be bothered to go up to the lavatory.
Stuart, you two talk I can appreciate Annie's problem. Can you blame the girl when the situation's this complicated?
Complicated? There's nothing complicated about it. It's simply that my wife, that man there, has forced my wife to run off with another man when she was just about to come back to me, and she'd never left in the first place if it hadn't been for him.
Here you go, George. One of the eggs broke, but I got that one.
Oh, thanks, Stan. It was very nice.
That bacon crispy enough?
Oh, it's perfect. She couldn't have done it better.
All we've got to do is have a system, see? We'll have a kitty for light and eat and that, and we'll have a rota for cooking and cleaning.
I can't eat this. Oh, not that I ain't cooked to perfection, Stan. It's just that I ain't hungry.
Ah, that's only natural. When you've been through the emotional turmoil what we have, the last thing you want to do is eat. Here, I'll have your egg.
You don't seem too put off.
No, it's just a different metabolism from yours, mine, that's all. I mean, with me, despair makes me eat more, but I'm not enjoying it.
Oh. It was a nice thought anyway, Stan.
We've got to muck in, my old son, do the best we can.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, Stan, we are muckers. I mean, when you've got a shared past like we have, well, it really takes a lot to come between us, doesn't it?
You will find, Dobson, you will find that our shared grief will bring us closer together.
Wipe the chin, it's got egg on it.
Oh, is it? Oh.
I wasn't getting at your manners. I didn't mean all that about
No, I know you didn't. No, we both said things in the heat of the moment.
How could she do this to us?
You know, George, when you look at all the permutation of our complex emotional triangle, well, you can say, all right, that I come between you and Annie, which is true, I did. But you can argue that you come between me and Annie. Yeah? But if you look at it another way, you can also argue that Annie come between you and me.
Yeah. Of course, one can argue.
Irrefutable. Is that the word?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
We can work it out.
Yeah, we have a kitty and share the chores, yeah.
I'll tell you what, we'll start by redecorating this house. First, we'll put these up.
What's that?
It's a book of prints. Toulouse-Lautrec. Yeah, we'll tear them out and stick them down a staircase. It's one of them Sunday Times magazine offers, you know.
Well, you sent up for it? What, are they dirty or something?
No, I lifted them. I didn't know what they was at first. I've seen this postman. He delivered this big parcel outside his house where the occupants was obviously elsewhere. So, you know me, old habits die hard, so I just, you know, sort of automatic like.
You thought, what have I got to lose?
That's good, that, George. That's good. Even in adversity, you haven't lost your marvellous wit.
Yeah, well, show must go on, eh?
Here. I bet the bloke what sent up for these, I bet he's been phoning the Sunday Times up every week ever since, saying, here, where's my prints then? And they say, well, we posted them, sir. And he thinks to himself, oh, well, I suppose someday my prints will come.
Yeah, very droll, Stan. Very witty. You're a very witty man, Stan.
Yeah, I liked yours about Toulouse. That was good, that. Yeah, quick as a flash.
Can't have a laugh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to laugh, ain't you? No matter what the...
Adversities.
Right, yeah, right. Well, it's true, though, isn't it?
It is true. And if Madam wants to be pampered by some flabby middle-aged gigolo, well, that's her business.
Right.
Right. What are we supposed to do? Sit around here moping and miserable? Oh, no, what?
Hey, George, I tell you, why don't we get on the blower to them two little treasures? I mean, they're sitting there, they're waiting for it, ain't they?
Yeah, listen, get down the phone box, Stan. You listen, Stan.
Yeah?
The other night with that Brenda.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I didn't just have a cup of cocoa and a digestive biscuit.
I didn't dream of one moment you had, my son.
My son. Inhibitions, they ain't invented the word yet, but that bird's a joke.
Yeah?
What's the old team back in business, my son?
Go on, my son, set them alight, eh? Me. We have nothing to lose. Fried bread, George?
Yes, my son. Medium rare, please.
Aye. Hey, look at that. Unbroken, yolk's intact.
You're improving, Stanley. I can see we're going to be very happy together, my son. Annie! Annie!
Yeah, it is me. No, don't say anything. There's a taxi outside with the meter ticking. You just say the word and I'll get straight back in it. I can go to my mother's or my sister's or even my cousin is selling ongas. You just say the word because you're entitled. I've been a fool to myself. I don't know. You read about it often enough. English girls abroad, holiday romance. I never thought I'd be that daft.
You mean that Desmond geezer?
The one with the villa?
He'd only rented it. Turns out he's a wife and 3 kids in Godalming. Anyhow, it's over, and I've learnt my lesson, and I've been a fool to myself, and I wish I'd never heard of the place.
Oh, come on, girl. There's no need for the waterworks. Come on.
Here you are, Annie. Have a good blow, love.
How can I look you in the eyes again? I can't face you. I've hurt you, I know. I've betrayed you. I feel so guilty. How can you forgive me? I mean, how can I expect you to go...
Of course I forgive you.
I do too, I forgive you.
Look, we both do. All right, these things happen on holiday. Moment of weakness. It's the sun, you see. It's something about the sun. All right. So you've betrayed us. You've been indiscreet, unfaithful. Probably hurt us more than you'll ever know. But these things happen.
I don't deserve you, George. I don't deserve you staying.
I thought you were bringing up my breakfast.
Yvonne!
Oh, yeah, you remember Yvonne, of course, Annie, Stan's old flame. I didn't know you were staying here last night, Yvonne, again. Stan, I think Yvonne ought to put something on a bit more respectable in front of my wife. You know what I mean? Perhaps you'd like to help her find her clothes. And while you're about it, could you pay my wife's taxi off?
How could he?
Now, don't be harsh on the lad, Annie. These things happen. You know how weak he is.
But as soon as my back's turned...
Well, that's human nature. Some people, their loins rue their head. Some of us sit at home and think of our loved ones.
Brenda's on her way, George. She just wonders where you hid her tights.